All right, let's get into Donald Trump being a time traveler.
Oh, God.
With his son, Barron Trump.
I was stoned on YouTube
What?
the other day,
Yep.
and I found some goodies.
Elaborate, please.
It was one of those days when the
Okay.
recommendation bar nailed it. Terry, exposition, please.
So Nikola Tesla. Let's start with Nikola Tesla. When he died in his hotel room, the FBI seized all his papers.
Hold on, can I do a backdraft on Nikola Tesla for
Yeah,
those
go ahead.
do-nothings that may not know who the smartest man who ever lived was? He was the smartest man. He invented a weather-control machine, a death beam. He had a bitchin' mustache. He walked around with tissue boxes for shoes.
Now, I don't know. I always thought the smartest guy on earth was Thomas Edison.
No.
No, he's a hack, dude.
I'm
No.
fucking with you.
That's
I'm
a
fucking with you. I'm kidding.
hack.
I'm joking.
He
I
stole
know.
everything from Tesla. You trigger me so hard. Like a light switch, you trigger me.
Sometimes I just like to get people fired up. That's my bad. It's my bad.
Fire it up. Fire it up. You know, like that.
Fired up.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah. If you all could have seen the dance he did, he shuffled in
Yeah,
the Wu-Tang
man.
hoodie.
That guy-
It was appropriate.
Get a little fired up.
Yeah.
You know?
The kids would have dabbed.
So basically, Nikola Tesla is a smart-ass motherfucker. Brilliant engineer.
Yeah, he came up with like wireless power that he wanted to shoot into the ionosphere and have receptors around the planet.
Yep.
Basically like Wi-Fi free power, and this was all like before the Titanic sank. This was like he was a genius ahead of his
You
time.
say Wi-Fi free power. This is also before the aliens, the Greys made a
Stop in Roswell.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is way before the.
This is when the
reverse
Germans were still
engineering,
friendly.
yeah.
the pact with was it Johnson or Truman? I want to say it was Truman, where they made the pact that we
No,
would
it was with
exchange
the
information.
Smoking Man, and the X-Files
Yeah.
told us all this. Fox Mulder's
No,
dad.
no. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that there was a legitimate, like an agreement with the U.S. government and the Greys that would allow us to receive alien technology. You guys don't know about that?
No, kind of.
Loosely.
And that's why people get abducted, but the aliens, the Greys, they stopped erasing minds, and that's why we.
See, here's the thing. We're
That's
so deep in
where we got
conspiracy
really
world
fucked
now.
up.
We're so deep in the conspiracy world that that's like we're like 8 sets of species of aliens past that.
Do you guys know? No, there's like 12.
No,
There's 12 species.
And we're not even gotten
We've
to
disproven
interdimensional
some,
yet.
yeah.
Interdimensional's a whole nother game.
Do you guys know about Dulce?
No.
Oh, the desert?
No,
the
no,
mountain.
the underground facility.
Yeah.
Oh, the one in Utah?
Yeah, Matt, I know you know what I'm talking about.
I've heard.
That's the one where the
I've
guy
listened
said
to
he
a
fell
story
in,
on it.
right? And
No, it's like this whole government complex. It's like 9 to 12 layers deep underneath the earth, where
Like a
all the
hive from Resident
species.
Evil.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy,
It sounds
man.
like the ultimate
It's
crawl
nuts,
space.
man.
Absolutely.
I like that.
The
crazy.
ultimate
How
basement.
many mowers I could
There's
put
a
in there?
cafeteria. It's nuts, man.
Serving chicken nuggets all
No,
night
man, it's
long.
got a
crazy.
Denny's
People can't talk to
inside.
each other unless they can speak each other's language, which
Yeah.
we can't speak anybody's
Yeah.
fucking language, right?
Yeah, man. That's why we all just take acid together and then
So-
we'll smile it to each other.
Time traveler shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Right before Nikola Tesla's death, he claimed that he had figured out transportation, not like in a car, like
Are you talking about teleportation?
yeah, teleportation. That's right. Teleportation and time travel.
Mhm.
He claimed he figured out both these things before his death.
I literally believe him.
Yeah.
I literally believe him.
Yeah.
So, upon his death, the FBI raided his hotel room and stole all his papers. And they gave it to an MIT scientist to study.
Whose name was?
And that MIT
Robert Zemeckis.
Drum roll, please.
that MIT scientist was John Trump, the uncle of Donald J. Trump. That is not
No
bullshit. That is verifiable
shit.
fact.
That's
Really?
What?
That's
Yes.
just step fucking one, guys.
Just-
We're getting deep.
When does it go off of the rail?
Oh, just wait. You haven't heard the words 19th century author yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yes. So the theory is,
Oh, you're looking at me now. All right, fine. Basically, what happens next is his genius uncle basically discovers the secrets of time travel, or as the story goes. And their whole basis behind this is that There was an old novel that was written in the 1900s by some dude's name that was too stupid to memorize.
Like most 19th century novels.
Yeah, they all sound like Italian film directors. Fuck them. And the book, though...
God damn, if we only had the internet in the studio.
Right? But the book is called... the main character in this book is called Baron Trump. And he goes back in time. And, like, the guy he gets his orders from is the master of all masters, whose name is The Dawn.
What?
Mm-hmm. And this man wrote this book, and Baron Trump goes back in time, and like
It's called The Underground Adventures of Baron Trump.
yeah, and he lives in a thing called Castle Trump
Written in the
What?
1800s.
that floats in the
Yes.
sky.
What?
Yeah.
The same author wrote another book
Called
called
The Final President.
Mm-hmm.
And it opens with a riot in New York City on 5th Avenue, which is where Trump Tower is.
Is this all
On what day?
verifiable?
Yes.
Look, you can look it all up right
Yeah,
now.
it's all
Everything we
Google.
said.
No,
What was
Matt
the name
is-
of the first book?
It's-
Oh, Baron Trump's Underground Adventures.
Have we snoped this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mostly true on Snopes.
Baron Trump's marvelous.
Marvelous Adventures.
Underground.
What?
Yeah, dude.
And it can be yours for the low introductory price, prime price, paperback edition for $6.95.
Yeah. You're goddamn
This
right,
is
it
proof
can.
that our president's from the fucking future, guys. I would double down. Me too.
Or is it
Promo
proof
code.
that our president owns a publishing company?
Promo code Fuck Bingy. Buy them all off Amazon now. Let them know which podcast sent you. It was us. Buy the time traveling books.
And your shitty 19th century author name is Ingersoll Lockwood.
Yeah,
Of course it is.
Yeah, he sounds like the emo tattoo artist. I specialize in coloring stuff, and
or
I
a
just
bar-
really like to feel your wince.
Or a barber in Brooklyn.
Ooh. But the final president, the book that the riot takes place on Fifth Avenue on November 4th. Yeah.
November 3rd, 2020, and
Yeah.
that's the next election.
No way.
Yes.
So this is some
By the
like
same author.
this is some like
And it's about a renegade.
Mandela effect,
Yeah.
time travel, different.
no, I'm trying to like premonition. What am I trying to say?
Nostradamus.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah.
A prophecy.
Prophecy. That's
yes.
prophecy. Yeah.
Trump is fulfilling the prophecy.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
it makes perfect sense. I think the first experiment was like they went back in time and they did a bunch of math. They're like, all right, the first thing we can do that would kill the least amount of people is if we switched Berenstein to Berenstein. Let's just see what happens.
So now you're going into bear territory.
So then he went back in time and he switched
All right,
that up.
First of all, they sent Mike Pence back in time.
Oh, well, hold on. Right now, this is just
Should've
our
left
own
him there.
theory branching off from the conventional theory that's all over the 4chans and Reddit spheres and the YouTubes.
Does this have anything to do
What, my theory right
with
now?
Sinbad?
Oh, no. Sinbad is...
He was never in a movie
Sinbad's a
called Kazam.
werewolf. He only
I
comes
don't want
out
to talk
when the
about
moon is
that
full.
because I don't even want to get into that because it
Sinbad
really
movie was
upset me
Shazam.
when that came out.
Shazam.
But,
Sinbad and
forgot about that.
and Shaq.
I was a
Yeah.
big Kazam fan as a
Shazam,
kid,
Kazam.
so I'm from that universe.
Same
like,
here. I didn't like Kazam,
But
I was
it both
really
movies,
into
or
Shaq
did one
Fu.
movie
No, I love
always did?
Shaq Fu. Shaq Fu was awesome. Oh, any fighting game though, I would just sit and double
Did
drag.
anybody play the Wu Tang fighting game?
I had no idea it
Yes.
existed.
Yes, I did.
Wu
It was
Tang
like-
had a fighting game, and you could put it in your PlayStation 1, start playing, take it out, put it in your CD player, and then play the soundtrack
Were
while you
Wu-Tang
played
time
the game.
travelers? Because that sounds like some next level technology.
No, dude, it was like Mortal Kombat with Wu Tang. Son, it was gangsta as shit.
I could have died right then and there. I
Finishing
should've died during
moves and
PlayStation 1.
everything.
I didn't know the Wu-Tang word until I was in middle school because I was just complete like mountain trash for basically. Like my first favorite band was the Scorpions.
Fuck
There's
yeah.
nothing
Yeah, I'm
wrong
with
with
you,
that,
man.
though. That's
No,
awesome.
My
I'm
family
with you.
went to
Like,
Shoney's every week. We listened to the Scorpions and Bon Jovi.
Explain to me how any of that is like a bad way to
No,
grow
it's a
up.
great thing. I'm just saying it's also why I didn't know who Wu-Tang
Oh,
was.
okay,
until
okay. I
was in
get what you're
middle
saying.
school.
brother, I was raised on 90s country.
Really?
Because my mom took us to school and picked us up.
Because
and
the thunder
then
rolls.
on the weekends
Thunder
when my
rolls,
dad
baby.
wasn't working, we got to hear rock and roll, but like he listened to the classic rock station. So my mom listened to 90s country, and by 90s country I mean it was the fucking 90s. But my dad listened to classic rock, and by classic rock it was classic rock. Like
So
Skinner.
even then,
beating your
so
wife
I
while
missed
headbanging.
all Nirvana and stuff like that, but at some point I found rock and roll, and then I went into like, oh, I want to hear everything. So rap came late for me. I was late as well.
Yeah.
I was out of high school by the
dived in
time I
head
figured
first.
out Wu-Tang.
Once I found out what rap was, I dived in head first. I had a Trick Daddy record.
Fuck
Fuck
yeah,
yeah,
for blood
dude.
kids.
Yeah. I
Dude,
went
the track with CeeLo
CeeLo, In the
Green.
Wind. That's the one I want.
Yes,
That's the
son.
one.
CeeLo.
It's called Blowing
I
the
don't
Wind.
care
man.
what anybody fucking says. I stand behind CeeLo all day, every day.
Dude, when he dressed up like a Power Ranger villain, I kind of...
Did you, the both ones, the
Yeah.
gold one
Shit.
and then
Well,
the
speaking of
black
Dragon
one
Ball
with
Super, he looked like Golden Frieza, and that was the
Yeah.
funniest meme that I saw.
Yeah.
Just
When
next to each
Did
other.
you ever see him in the clip of him going out in like Road Warrior like gear singing "Mother"?
To me,
from
I feel like he's-
Danzig?
No way.
To me, I feel like he's the guy who loses all the card games at the Illuminati meetings, and they make him dress up outside all the time. Like, he's just lost the Illuminati Fantasy Football League 3 years in a row. All right, what are we going to put him in this year? I don't know. Chicken suit? No, too easy.
We're gonna put a loading screen on your forehead. Now you have to go to an award show.
Send him to the Grammys covered in gold.
Is that it? No. When you leave, you have to get into an old Cadillac and flip everybody off as you leave.
I want him to look like half Tin Man, half Toad. That's what I want. Oh, man.
No, but that guy can flow better than
It's
anybody,
true.
and his voice, like with that flow, like it
Oh,
was
dude.
so
Shouts out to
solid,
Goody
man.
Mob. We
I
know
was
you
about to say,
listen.
long
God
live the
damn,
Goody Mob.
and then CeeLo's first 2 albums, like if you've never heard One for the Road, like off of his first album, his first solo album, shit, man, those lyrics are fucking sick. But then when he decided he didn't want to rap anymore, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
all right, man, I'm down
It's like, are
with,
you too good for me now, CeeLo?
I'm down with it, and I still like him, but man, that flow was just fucking ungodly.
I didn't know.
Sorry,
CeeLo-
I just got hard.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I
Well,
didn't know
now
s-
there's 2 of us. It's like a Simon
That's
game.
3.
You got to
Yep.
remember which order
That's
the
3.
boners
I know
are.
you went to Carnes, but that's
Oh,
3.
there's 3?
now.
Oh, shit.
Now
There's
you,
3
now
boners.
now you all can go to different corners and run at each other with them.
Yes. No, if we went to different corners,
think that's
all
how
the
you
metal
solve
in the room
world
would
hunger.
start
Yeah, that's
going
right.
towards the center.
I think that's how the new season of Stranger Things
Yeah,
started.
we would create a Stargate
Well,
if
that's
we
it.
did that.
Create a Stargate.
And CeeLo in gold would come out the other end. We'd
I'm from the future.
He's
I
like,
gotta tell you something.
always look this way in the future.
I lived in Atlanta.
Impeach Trump now.
Impeach Trump now.
I lived in Atlanta for about 2 years.
Oh, you poor thing.
And no, it was wonderful. And I was picking somebody up at the Atlanta International Airport, and I was. This was back when I was kind of like. I wasn't very boisterous or anything like that, so or I wasn't. Wouldn't approach anybody, and CeeLo was walking through the airport and a fucking hoarse voice as he was walking to his gate. My just beta kicked in. I was like, "Hi, CeeLo, I love the Goody Mob," and he was like, he just turned around and he was like, and just kept walking, and I was like, there was my fucking opportunity to talk to fucking CeeLo Green, and all I
Happy
meant
15th birthday, buddy.
yeah.
I'm telling you, if I ever see a celebrity at the airport, I'm gonna hit him with the classic like high five, who's gay, just to see what happens, just to see when's the last time they've been hit with that, and just let them sit in it. And just like, yeah, what's up?
You're damn right.
What's up?
So, time travel to CeeLo.
Yeah.
Awesome.
CeeLo looks like a time traveler,
He
but
does.
it turns out it may be Trump, the guy who can't deal with a receding hairline. He may have broken the space-time
Do
continuum.
you think that's because of incest? And here's my
Good point.
speculation
Are we going royal bloodlines
on
here?
that.
Royal bloodline,
is
dude.
that Barron may have come back prior,
Oh,
conceived
fucked Melania.
Donald,
Oh shit, dude.
and then come
Oh, shit,
back. If time travel is real, came back and then served like, I gotta fucking figure this shit out and figure out how to deal with it because he's kind of retarded.
Yeah,
And I mean developmentally this challenge.
we're talking about Barron, right?
Close enough. Retard's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Barron has the same look as Eli Manning does before a game. There's definitely some autism there.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
there.
Baron is defeating the aliens.
You
in
think he's on?
2045.
Like, I know we're not supposed to say he's on the spectrum because we might get an angry tweet from the
fine, he's not on the
president.
spectrum.
But
He's in a helmet. How about that?
fair enough. He's got a white plastic helmet
Yes.
with a rubber neck strap.
Yeah. Yeah. So
But
all I'm advocating is safety.
No, I feel like that could be I mean, if there is time travel involved, then why could not he could have what
You
just
can do
came out of
this.
my
Get
mouth?
in there.
You
You
got
got
this.
it, dude. There's
Why could
multiple
he not have
timelines.
conceived the person that he would now be the son of?
Totally Terminator.
So this turns
This
into
is how
like
you get Skynet.
this is like a Jerry Springer time machine now.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother.
I'm from the future and I fucked your dad, who is my grandson.
So
And now I want to fight Mexicans.
Yeah.
is
Fuck Mexicans, and we need to build a wall around the Mexicans.
Why
because
wall? Can't we just build a big porch? People like porches.
I love porches.
Like, give me a big
I
old
love
porch.
porches. Like, let's hang out on the porch. Everybody brings their instruments, and we've got a fucking rad ass band going on.
some
and a
grills on
party,
there.
motherfucking rad as shit.
That's the real Great Wall.
We got their tequila. We got our beer.
You can see the Cowboy Stadium TV.
We got their beer.
Thing's big enough.
We got our tequila. I mean, we're sharing shit.
Yeah,
Like,
they
it's a good time.
They've
Party
each got
on.
their own shit weed. They can each roll up their shitty weed doobies.
So are you saying that Donald Trump is the time traveler? Is that what you're?
We're saying it's either Barron or Donald.
Well, we don't have that information at this time, but we will uncover
The
it.
I wanna hear-
experts
I
on
wanna-
the
yeah.
internet are
Flesh
still figuring it out.
I want you to flesh it out. I want to hear like the
Our
the rest-
theory now?
Oh, this
Yeah.
is just we're just scratching the surface.
Yeah.
We will get there.
Yeah, there are more oncoming developments as
It is interesting.
It's very convenient, in my opinion, that the JFK papers were released at the same time this time traveler nonsense broke online. I think it's a distraction.
Same.
It's all a distraction. I mean, you had the old guy who never hurt anybody like mow down a bunch of white trash people in Las Vegas. Like, I know it's probably shitty to say, but
Yeah.
mowed down a bunch of people in Las Vegas by himself with 300 pounds of equipment. That was spread out all over a hotel room. So yeah, I can see how like when someone starts to get close to the truth of something that like something horrific happens. I get what you're saying.
Definitely.
I was just curious, like if Donald Trump was the time traveler, or if you were just saying that.
Well, there's two camps online. There's pro-Trump time traveler, and then there's pro-Barron time traveler.
Okay.
And so
What's
basically,
Barron's motives?
to save the world. He
From?
saw the mess Dad made, and so they're saying that Donald is actually Barron from the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, now is in the idiocracy world of the future, is Donald just acting like the man in the White House? Is he acting like people in the future act, and then he's coming back through time and he's wondering why the fuck everybody else is not like acting like he acts?
The thing about an asshole is
I
they
just
stand
wanna
the test
point
of
out
time.
real
that's
quick,
true. They are timeless.
This man did not smoke any marijuana.
I don't.
He's the
I
soberest
just
man in
want
the
to
room.
point that
No,
out.
I'm not
like,
sober by any far
like,
stretch.
god damn. Like, my mind just exploded.
Well, this is a lot to take
Well, I
in.
thought we were just gonna make.
No, I
dick
love
jokes.
absolutely.
Oh wait, there's also stuff about Russia, right?
I
in
love
this?
conspiracies.
Oh, because
Yeah, fuck, we forgot the whole Russian
There's a
connection.
Stargate
There's
in
Russian
Russia.
shit too.
There's a
the
Stargate in
airwaves are
Russia.
infinite.
Allow
my
me to
friend.
sprinkle some Russian on.
There's
Let's
a
do it.
Stargate in Russia.
Yeah,
We'll
there's
just
a
put it that
Stargate
way.
Russia that we use.
Guys,
And-
are we gonna get shut down on the first podcast
No.
we put on my
Listen,
network?
we know that a lot
This
of
is why
people
we're batshit crazy that like no, they're like nobody's gonna fucking nobody, but we know.
in our
Fuck yeah,
conspiracy
dude.
drop, we have the Alex Jones line where he's like,
yeah,
"I want to
man.
know who's putting the chemicals in the water to turn the frogs gay." And so
Corporations,
we,
Alex.
we basically
corporations.
let you know where we're coming from immediately before the segment starts.
If that roided out douchebag can get away with half the shit that he says, we can say whatever the fuck we want to. I can
Preach.
promise you that.
And we can have 300 followers on Twitter saying it.
That's right. Write a letter to your congressman now. We need this cleaned up. Demand the time travelers be exposed.
Give us the truth about the Stargate.
Yeah.
It's the only reason Trump wants to be boys with Russia.
Listen, if we're no refugees, that means time traveling ones too, all right? So we need to really step it up on how are we going to build an
This is our
interdimensional
plane
wall to stop the
existence.
time travelers now? Like, how deep are we going to go to stop the infiltration of
We
our
can't
land?
stop time travelers.
Yeah, I know.
Because the thing is, and here's my problem with time travel,
Time doesn't
it
stop.
burnt down my village when I was a
is
kid.
that if you go back in time, and if you even say hello to somebody that you had never said hello to before,
Oh, I'm grabbing all the butts. You don't know me.
then
Donald Trump
you
is
have
the future.
changed
Oh,
history
shit, he is in the future.
entirely.
He's just grabbing puss because he's back in time. He
If
don't know
you go and you rob a store, if you're like, I'm going back in time and I'm going to rob this store, you have changed history entirely. You have changed the entire history of that store, and therefore everybody that would walk into that store after that or during that. And so it would all be fucked up, which is crazy to think about. Like,
I think you're putting too much. I think you're putting too much salsa on top of your taco.
Yeah,
honestly,
no, I do
swear
that
to God,
a lot.
I swear.
It gets spicy.
I think that if it's possible that the time continuum and everything, I think it all equalizes. Like as it happens.
No, a balance effect.
Yeah,
A yin
I
and a
think
yang.
as it happens,
Right.
It happens so fast. Everybody's like, but if you go back in time and shoot Hitler in the fucking face, then somebody else is gonna put him out in the. But it's already happened. We're already here, living it as it goes along. So it's already happened. How it could possibly happen. So the theory of that is everybody else is living right now in the moment, and when you go back and do something stupid, it equalizes so goddamn fast that when you get up to the current, everybody is already living the current. So there's no, we're going to go back and shoot Hitler in the face. It doesn't work like that.
See, so
What if
you
Hitler
can't
was
go
a good
back
guy
in
and he just
time, but
survived
you
so
can
many
go
future
forward
death
in time?
attempts that it drove him insane?
Well, you can't affect the past, but you can affect the future?
you could,
Or is it on parallel
you could
universes?
possibly,
Time's a circle, bro.
Yeah.
exactly. You can
It comes back,
Is
man.
there a segment
Time's a
What if
circle.
we've
that
done
we're
this
missing
1,000
here?
fucking times, man?
absolutely, yeah.
Holy shit.
How many times have we had this
Dude, I'm
conversation?
telling
and
you,
how many
what if
universes,
Hitler
bro?
was just a good dude who just had so many people from the future trying to fucking kill him that it drove him insane? Huh?
Yeah, we're on the record of fucking time, man. It's all the fucking same.
I don't listen to Time. Fuck. You listen, I know Time listens to this podcast, and fuck you, Time.
You know what it's time for?
Shout out to Trey Smith real fast, our
Trey
number one
Smith, the
listener.
number one fan.